There are 56 species of rat, but the best known and most abundant is the brown rat. Brown rats don't live in the wild. Wherever there are humans, they know they'll find bits of old burger, finger-licked chicken, and the occasional loaded hot dog. Not new, sir. And they multiply fast. A female brown rat can produce 12 litters a year, with up to 22 pups each time. Within 3 months, her babies can produce babies, who also produce babies. Which means a single pair of brown rats can have as many as 100 babies and 2,000 descendants in just 1 year. This is the mimic octopus, believed to have a repertoire of at least 15 known aliases. When a hungry gray reef shark swims near, it flattens its body into the shape of a toxic bottom-dwelling fish, or grows spikes and turns orange and white to look like a lethal lionfish. And they're so intelligent that they know the best aliases to use. Like when faced with a damselfish, they may look cute but they attack octopuses, so the octopus scares it off by impersonating the damselfish's own predator, a venomous sea snake. The octopus is so good at mimicking, it even tricked us. Scientists didn't know they existed until 20 years ago, even though they've been swimming in plain sight for millennia. The mimic octopus is the undisputed champion of hide and seek. Incredibly, rats can squeeze through a hole as small as a quarter. The rat's ribs are hinged at the spine, allowing them to temporarily collapse under the pressure. The general rule is, if its head fits, then the body will follow. Better block up those baseboards. Now, will this chasm stop them? Incredible. Rats can jump 2.5 feet in the air. That's the equivalent of the average man jumping 11 feet off the ground. Handy for finding food in all those high places. Randy's taking a well-earned breather. But will Rocky take on the high wire challenge? Nice work. Though, Rocky nearly fell, but not to worry. He has incredible balance, thanks to his supersized tail. A rat's tail follows a similar principle as a tightrope walker's pole. It works as a counterbalance. If he tips one way, the tail swings in the opposite direction. This balancing technique allows the rat to run across power lines and into your home. Approaching the final curve, Rocky's committing the ultimate phobic nightmare. A rat can scurry up sewer pipes and into your toilet. Rats are excellent swimmers and can tread water for 3 days. They can even survive being flushed back down because they can hold their breath underwater for 3 minutes. Hold your breath. We're diving down 5,000 feet to the darkest reaches of the coldest oceans. Because here, amongst the world's most bizarre creatures, lives the most revolting of them all, the hagfish. Even its name's unpleasant. Its gelatinous head is filled with multiple rows of razor-sharp teeth, which are unleashed when a dead fish sinks to the sea floor. Dinner starts when it burrows itself into the carcass. And it gets worse. Now the hagfish eats the dead fish from the inside out. Ugh. And it'll do the same to living creatures too. It's really not fussy. Hard to believe this is not the hagfish's most disgusting creature. Fishing boat captain Mark has bravely agreed to show us. I'm going to show you how amazing these animals are and what they produce that is their defense mechanism for other animals eating them or bothering them. What is that? Oh, gross. The more you agitate them, the more slime he secretes. The gunk is excreted out of those circular pores running along its skin. When the gunk mixes with seawater, it turns into a disgusting snot-like mucus. One hagfish can fill a 5-gallon bucket in minutes. The human body is made up of 850 muscles. Sharp, semi-retractable claws grip the ground like running spikes. And a 2.5-foot long tail makes crucial balance adjustments as the cat tears after the zigzagging prey. It really is the rudder that keeps them going, because if they're going flat out and really fast off the prey in the wild, without the tail they would recite fall over at that speed, they wouldn't stand a chance. No. And there's one more trick up this speedster's spotty sleeve. When a cheetah runs, its head barely moves. The head is straight fixated, focused as they would be in a hunt. It's like the missile on a target, they just completely on it the whole time. Scientists have recently discovered how a cheetah's head is able to remain virtually in the same position while the rest of its body is in overdrive. It's because of their ears. They have the longest inner ear canals of any cat. The liquid-filled canals are lined with tiny sensory hairs. As the cheetah runs, the hairs measure its body movement through the movement of the liquid. This information is sent to the brain, which uses it to keep the cheetah's head under perfect control, like a gyroscope. These extra long ear canals are super sensitive and enable the cheetah to keep its head totally focused on the prey.